Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. So I'm pleased to introduce you to Stanley. He's actually traveling in US right now. He's at his headquarters of Avago Technologies. So Avago is a leading semiconductor company headquartered jointly both in US and in Singapore with an annual revenue of more than $6 billion. So we're going to spend the next 10 to 15 minutes having a chat with Stanley and ask get him to share a little bit about how Google Apps has transformed the way they kind of work. But first, we would like to get Stanley to introduce himself and tell us a little bit about Avago Technologies.
Hi Dylan, hi everyone. As Dylan have said, Avago is a semiconductor company. We're actually the 9th largest semiconductor company in the world, and we specialize in things in the wired, wireless, and also the fiber optic and storage area. Avago have been a actually strong supporter of cloud services, and we have been a partner of Google since 2007. So Avago is actually the first multi-billion-dollar company that goes on Google Apps and deployed to all the employees globally in 2007. In my area, I'm in charge of what we call the end user services. So basically anything that touches the end users, from their PCs to collaboration services to all the conferencing and all the mobile devices. And to me, Google has been a great partner because, as I say, right, my area is collaboration, conferences, and mobility, and Google fits right into all those three categories. And Google has been a partner of ours since 2007. And Dylan, we have been instrumental in resigning us because we have confidence in Google. We just resigned after our 5 years contract with Google.
Thank you so much for your support, I must say, Stanley. I'm sure the audience are very curious, but tell us a little bit more about the journey that brought you to Google. For example, what kind of challenges and opportunities did you see, and what was keeping you up at night that made you move over to Google Apps?
In 2006, 2007, that was during the economic crisis, and everyone was asked to reduce cost, right? That is all CEO worldwide is giving instruction to all the staff to reduce costs. So at that time, we are actually on Microsoft Exchange, and we were exploring what is the best solution to reduce the cost. And after exploration, we decided to move to Google. And at the point when we choose Google, it's not easy, right? We want to make sure that we choose the right service, we choose the right partner. So after our pilot testing, we decided to go with Google, and it was the right choice. Right? Our SLA increased. Immediately off the bat, at that time, Avago was, we only have 3,500 employees, and we have 4 instances of Exchange server. We actually saved $1.5 million off the bat by going to Google. And, we were concentrating on rolling out email and calendar, but the adoption rate of sites and docs was amazing. We didn't even have to teach the, we didn't even have to give training to the end users. It's so easy to use that they just pick it up themselves. So now all of Avago internal projects sites are actually on G sites. And a lot of not only the office staff, but all the R&D engineers, and especially the project managers, are actually using Drive for collaboration work because they love the features that multi-users can collaborate and edit the same document at the same time without overwriting each other. So that's a powerful tool.
So here's a question, and what kind of projects are the Avago staff kind of working on when they use things like Drive and Docs? How do they apply it?
Okay, just give you a very a project that everyone can relate to. Right? Avago recently started acquiring quite a companies. One of the companies we acquired is LSI, right? So we all the project manager actually use Google Sites and Google Drive for our collaboration piece because it's very easy to share with our counterpart across the world, right? And you only keep one version, the latest version. So even our what do you call that? The legal department, they love it because you have. If I'm reviewing a contract, I only have one copy, and it's the latest copy, right? I don't have to. If I use email as an attachment, I can have various copies in various versions floating around, and you're not even sure which version you're looking at. And with Google Docs, everyone edit right in it, and then you have the audit trail, you have the history, and you have everything. So for collaboration, our integration, Google Drive and Google Sites are actually very key points.
What kind of other aha moments have you kind of witnessed in Avago?
We have used Google for so many years, right? Since 2007. So there'll be a lot of aha moments. But one of the greatest aha moments that I can think of is recently we acquired LSI, which is a company of 6,000 employees. The CEO gave us a marching instruction that all of the 6,000 employees must be on Avago email and calendar on day one. However, we couldn't get all the employees' information loaded into the HR system until very close to day one when we signed the deal and closed the deal. Overall, I only had 5 days from the day I got all the HR data, train the users, and bring the users into Avago Gmail. And we did that for 6,000 users. We bring them live on Avago Gmail within 5 days. We were on Microsoft Exchange and have to bring them on our Exchange server. With the Exchange server in so many instances, I don't think that's possible, especially with that many sites across that many countries.
What other aha moments can you think of after switching over to Google Apps?
After switching to Google Apps, I think one of them I mentioned before, the ease of adoption and the ease of usage. We were, like I say, we were concentrating on email and calendar when we went live, and that's all the training we gave to the end users. But then they pick up Google Docs as their collaboration tool. We didn't even provide them any training, and the users pick them up, and then they start using it. And now all the collaboration pieces is heavily entrenched in actually G Drive right now. The users love it. It's easy to use, and you never lose it. And whichever PC you open it from, you can open it from home, you can open it on the way to work, we can open in your office PC. It's the same version, it's the same document.
Tell me more about this mobile experience that you just mentioned.
In this age, right, especially the last few years, mobility have exploded. Right? So getting access to not only your email but all these collaboration documents is extremely important. Right now, since everything is in the cloud, users do not need to VPN in. When everyone had when you VPN the entire thing slows down. But this is in the cloud, right? You can access it anywhere, in the office, in your home, in the train on the way to work, and now even on plane that has Wi-Fi. I can edit documents, I can do my email, I can chat with my colleague, and I can send instructions to my people via chat while I'm flying from Singapore to San Francisco.
So what about what are your own plans for the future? What have you got in store for Google Apps within the Avago environment?
Right now, we are finishing up LSI integration. We should finish up by early next year, and then we are going to explore Drive for Work. Right? We like the concept of Drive for Work. That is our big project for next year, because with the unlimited storage, there's a lot of potential for it. Right? We are looking at replacing our legacy SharePoint from LSI with Drive for Work, and we plan to use some of the ServiceNow interface and workflow to integrate and move SharePoint into Drive. That's our big project for next year.
Okay. Yep, sounds big indeed. So you got integration, you got this Drive for Work thing which you're going to explore going forward.
Right.
I think we kind of took up a lot of your time already. So thank you so much, Stanley. It was a real pleasure speaking with you. Want to wish you all the best for this integration effort that's coming up. And more importantly, so wish you success in the business for Avago. Well, to the audience that's listening to us, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you.